Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
So here we are. Dutch Grand Prix this week. That's not really the big story. The big story is maybe my stream title should have been Rookie Race Team Manager learns F1 101 lessons about poaching. So during our time away playing during the week, I did not know. Like, I'm used to playing games like baseball and football where you have a guy under contract and no one can talk to him until his contract's up. So you have your free agency period in the off season. So I wasn't really that concerned. I was barely scouting any alternatives. And then I got hammered by an email that said that Theo Pourchaire had been offered a contract by someone else. Long story short is they won that negotiation and Theo will be leaving us at the end of the year. I do think it's a weird thing that Pourchaire is going to be driving my car knowing that he's going to be, I think, with Haase next season. I think he went to Haase. I might be wrong about that, but that's kind of weird. But anyway, it is what it is. So we'll talk as we go through the race. There's others who had been offered contracts elsewhere. I didn't want to run through practice and all that stuff on the live stream, so I jumped into the Dutch Grand Prix, got everything set. We're at qualifying. We'll do the race. After the race is over, we'll jump into all of these potential changes that will be happening to the team now, since we've lost our number 2 driver. Will be going away, and yeah, so he's probably not the only one, actually, and we'll show you that after the race. We're gonna be replacing a few people. We've got a few people in line, but I was really behind the curve on that. So there's a veteran driver out there that's a possibility of joining us as like a stopgap. And then we do have, keeping our fingers crossed, there's one young driver who would jump right into car 2 and would be happy to have him. We are negotiating with him. I hope I didn't lowball him. Looking back on the offer, maybe I should have just went deeper, but
it's a tremendous atmosphere once again here in Zandvoort, with 72 laps awaiting the drivers here today.
Zandvoort's highly banked corners make it one of the more unusual Grand Prix circuits. Dutch driver Max Verstappen won with a dominant lead here in 2021, driving the home fans to a frenzy as he did.
To carry speed through the steep banking of Zandvoort, teams will need to be loading downforce onto their cars this weekend. Zandvoort has the second shortest lap time of the whole F1 season, and the track tolerates no mistakes. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
I thought it was kind of funny that they show Theo walking around with the team and they mentioned tensions. I imagine there'd be some tensions right now.
I don't know.
Copy.
See what happens.
We don't need lift off.
Copy that.
Well, that's what happens.
So let's take a look at the replay. And that's the moment they lose it. And once it started, they were pretty powerless to do anything.
All right, on to Italy. So yeah, not crazy about finishing 17 and 18. Is an improvement over where we qualified. The car did get better this week. I would say the 3 races that we didn't live stream or put into a YouTube video. Like we said, we had to run super conservative because we were running out of parts. We were emergency manufacturing stuff. It just was probably the better decision to just play conservative in those races and just make sure we didn't get a DNF. We're in negotiation with keeping Josh Peckett. He is actually good. Ratings-wise, him and Pato have struggled. I wonder if I could flip him. It's not something I've really was looking at. I wonder if I could flip him into the other car, maybe change up. I don't know. He's not been happy all year, but the car sucked. Like, his biggest thing is car performance. Drivers too, but him and Pato just have not been in sync. But it starts with this car, man. If this car is better, I think all this other stuff gets better. But if you look, I mean, composure is high, feedback's good, communication's solid. So he is good. I would like to keep him just to keep some stability. I have his focus on car analysis. Like I said, I'm open to maybe flipping. Pierre is hired staff, but where's his contract? What does it say? It says somewhere where he's going. He's going to Haase next year. Signed a 4-year deal with them. Yeah, good luck. And we've got a few guys we're looking at here. Some are not interested. Now this guy says he's open to negotiation, but isn't he the guy we just looked at that says this hire would be a drop in? Oh. Okay, that's not him. He is lower than, so that's our team saying that. Okay, my bad. But he's not terrible. I don't even know how much this stuff affects things, but some fresh faces in the team would probably be a good thing, because we do have a big morale problem because you had a rookie manager here, me, who made a lot of mistakes in season 1. So we are trying to recover from those. But this might be the direction we go. Slade not interested. Marcus Dudley, we really wanted to get this guy, but he signed with. He signed with McLaren. Oops. But yeah, I saw his ratings. I wish I'd known to start this earlier, because I think there might have been a chance to sign this guy. Like, if I'd jumped on him earlier, I might have pulled it off, but I didn't. So Rivera, not interested in us anymore. We did talk to him. Cristofare. I don't know if I remember looking at him here. Another mid-70s guy in most stuff. 36 years old. It might be something. Again, he's probably got, overall ratings is a drop. But he'll be looking for work next year. So we might be looking at, going down to F2 or F3 to bring somebody up, because we're just so far behind on this thing. Like, all the big names have been hired. And quite honestly, like, if we bring a big name into this team as it's struggling, it's just going to be more of this stuff that we had from Hamelin and Peckett, of being disappointed all the time. Like, these two guys, they want to go with McLaren or Red Bull and have the best car, and we're trying to build to that. So maybe taking a step back with some of these other dudes might be the way to go. So we're in negotiation with Peckett. We're looking at our other drivers. Like, we're in negotiations with Bortoletto. His development rate is very high. I just hope I didn't lowball these guys. I probably should have just thrown some more money at them. But see, look at this guy. I mean, he's 19. But look at that. Adaptability is good enough to be an F1. Cornering, braking. We need to work on these reactions, right? But this guy he's 19. You could see this guy developing into a Formula One driver. At least I could. Pepe Marte. I hope I'm going to say that right. He's only high on developmental rate, but again, maybe if we focus on that, we could jumpstart that. Look at his ratings. Again, another guy. Like, given our team, I wouldn't mind putting this guy in the second car next year. Letting him run. Here is the other guy. We say veteran, he's 23. But we're in negotiation with him. All the veteran drivers were just getting grabbed up. And I didn't have too many young drivers even scouted because I didn't realize the importance of that. I do now, I've learned. So we'll see. Like right now, I'd rather go with... I didn't even scout him, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even scout him. It was just everybody else was getting snatched up. And I was like, this guy looks like the best option out there. Like I didn't want to have one of my current affiliate drivers jumping in that seat to start the season. So I had to do something. So I put an offer into him. And we will see where that goes. Now, hopefully, I'm not locked in if he accepts. I'm not sure. This is all very new to me. But given what I have right now, I am... Let me take another look at Bortoletto. I like him. But I think I like Pepe Marte the most. So I think this is my first choice. I think I'd rather go in the next season with this guy taking Pourchaire's spot and seeing where we go. I would like to sign both of these guys because we could start Marte in the second car and make Bortoletto an affiliate, and then eventually he takes a Ward spot. All right, so we're keeping Josh Peckett. He actually took a pay cut. All that talking I was doing, I actually took a pay cut. But I gave him a 3-year deal. All right, so there's a little stability. One less thing to worry about. Thanks for hanging out again. Big shakeup on the team. Pourchaire leaving the team. Hamelin leaving the team. We did manage to keep Peckett, though. We just had that confirmation. We've got contracts, negotiations going on. We got contract negotiations with Bortoletto, Pepe Marte, Logan Sargent. Probably 1, 2, 3 in the order of desire for those. But like I said, we threw the offer out to Logan Sargent just because we're watching everybody get signed up. And we didn't want to be running, Antonio Espinosa, no offense, buddy. But we didn't want you to be driving car 2 next year. But we've got one open slot. Hamelin will be gone. He's gone to Haase. Scouting Mr. Matos. Ogle's a possibility too. I thought he wasn't interested, but I read that wrong. So there's a possibility there. Not interested. Dudley not interested, unfortunately. Rivera not interested. So mid-70s with Cristofore. Mr. Ogle. A little bit better. I think would lean towards Mr. Ogle here. Over Cristofore. let's see what Matos has for us after we scout him. And we've got the guy from Kick that we're looking at too, but we got to make an offer because we got to get another guy in here to replace Pierre. Thanks for hanging out. It's a fun day. You know, baby steps forward with the racing team, but big changes coming to the roster, but I think they're going to be positive changes. We love Theo Pourchaire, but it makes sense that he would want to jump. He's had a pretty solid season in a really bad car. It just makes sense to me that he would want to jump. It's just weird that he and Pierre are going to jump to Haase when they haven't gotten along all year. With one of the issues we've had is they don't like each other, but they're going to jump to the same team. All right, you know, better car, maybe better results for them. So if you're here right now and you haven't followed, give us a follow here on Twitch. We're trying to build that up. And just remember, Judgemetaltv on YouTube is where you can see summaries of these races, our KBO coverage, and more coming there very, very soon. So thanks again, and we will catch you next time.